Welcome back to another week of Instigating with Clarkey and Drury, ready to talk a lot about the NHL. The NHL is back, at least in Leaf land, but the Leafs aren't back, that's for sure. We're going to talk about that now. Ryan Drury, Clarkey, it's going to be a fun show. Clarkey, yes, it's going to be a great one. It started technically last weekend with that Devils Sabres thing over in Prague.
Wonky, isn't it? It's wonky.
The European thing, yeah, I don't care for it. It's fine. Like I
don't like it.
I'm fine with it. But it kicked off proper Tuesday night over here in North America. And for Leafs Nation, it got started. We're recording this Thursday. It's Thursday. October 10th. I bet Leaf fans wish it was Wednesday so they could have a do-over of their season opening loss to the Montreal Canadiens, 1-0 at the Sam Montembeault show. And man, oh man, the Leafs, I gotta hand it to your buds, Clarkey. They always find new and interesting ways to lose big games, and they did it again on Wednesday. They helped Sam Montembeault set a record for most saves in a season-opening shutout with 47. Tremendous work by the Buds, helping the Montreal Canadiens pile up new stats. Just tremendous. How are you feeling?
Well, I'm never happy when the Leafs lose, and I'm even more not happy when they lose to Montreal.
Yeah.
You know what? They got to find a way to score some goals. Like, that's the bottom line. And I honestly think Craig Berube is going to fix things. Like, the power play, Mr. Fancy Pants is back in full force, and get him off the power play. Like, just get him on. Here we go. We've played one game, and I'm going nuts already. But well, yes, they can. They can get him off the power play.
No, not him.
Honestly, this team dominated the game 5-on-5. Like, there's no doubt in my mind. They got 47 shots to 27 or whatever it was. But the power play killed them. They gave up a power play goal. They can't score a power play goal. This power play last year, the first half of the year, was on fire, and then all of a sudden it petered out. Now Mark Savard is in. And he's the new power play guru with the team. And I didn't see anything different. Nothing at all.
Yeah, well, so Mark Savard is a really good power play player. What I would assume is that last night they wanted to kind of see what the team leans on doing over the last couple of years and then make some major adjustments along the way. I think Mark Savard wanted to see, okay, what are you guys usually up to? Yeah. And I know people are probably saying, well, that's what the preseason's for. It's not. The preseason is for guys to take a couple warm-up skates, maybe get in the odd fight this year, and then be ready to actually play. But with points on the line, you're going to play differently. And that power play, and again, the theme here is big games. Now, I know what people are probably saying, Ryan, it's the first game.
It's the first game.
Sure. But with this group, it's not. Austin Matthews, let me get the stat up here because I had it prepped. This is not the first game. Austin Matthews, as of last night, has played 563 games. So this is 563 games of continuous failure, and that's what it is. And last night was just an add-on to it. It's the first game of this new season, but it's not the first game of the nonsense that continues to occur with this core group of players that are all overpaid and don't deserve what they're getting, frankly. And they put in another great shift last night. Nope, it's not one game. They put in another great performance last night.
2 or 3 goals. Like, he's always had very good first games, and they haven't won anything. So maybe it's good that he didn't score in the first game this year.
See, this is the crazy stuff that you guys have to come up with.
You can't say this is like, I saw your text the other night, and I know you're trying to just crank me up, right? You're just trying to get me going. Like,
I'm not. I'm actually upset.
No, you are.
I have to. No,
you're not upset about anything. You're not a Leaf fan.
I am because, and you know why? Because I would at least like for this team to make something interesting happen. Because we have to talk about them so much.
I'm going to say nightmare. This is your text. Nightmare effort.
My tweet.
No, you texted me.
Oh, so this is the text I sent you. Yeah.
Nightmare effort game 1. Can't wait for the show. I got things to say. And I didn't respond. I'm like, it's game one. They outplayed them in my mind.
Did they?
Dude.
Did they outplay them? Because of the 47 shots they took, 90% of them were from the perimeter. They had 10 high danger chances to Montreal's 8.
What was zone time?
I don't care.
I do, because that shows that they dominated the game. I'm not saying they should have won the game.
In what way? They dominated the game because they skated around on the perimeter of Montreal's zone with the puck for Montreal did? Because they just stayed to the outside and did this over and over again? They dominated the game.
They did dominate the game.
They dominated the game. Yeah, they sure did. And as per usual, when the Leafs dominate games, they come up with nothing. And that's the theme. That's what these guys do. This group of players in this franchise loves to rest their laurels on, well, but look at our numbers and how we dominated the game. We're supposed to be done with this, Clarkey. You're supposed to be done with the, but look at our underlying numbers thing.
I'm not saying I'm happy with the result.
You should be.
I'm not saying I'm happy. I'm not saying I'm happy with the result.
You sound like you are.
But I'm not happy with the result whatsoever. I'm never happy when they lose. Never.
Well, geez, you're trying to explain
But I'm saying
away.
It's game one under a new coach. Let's see what happens tonight in New Jersey. Maybe we should have recorded
another new
show
coach.
Friday.
I wish we could have.
I
wish we could have. I wish we could have done this show, because when people see this, Friday nights at 8, Sunday nights at 9, when people see this on Whiteman TV, it's going to be before the Devils game, which is the better one. I like Montreal. Look, in the pomp and circumstance, I wonder if a guy came up to Jeff Molson after last night and said it was the worst opening ceremony in Montreal history. They had the Titanic choir out there. I thought it was cool. I love the Coldplay thing.
I'm just going to walk. I gotta do something, but I can still hear you. Go ahead.
He's got to walk. Clarkey's got to walk away because he's probably going to get an aspirin. Now, I got to say, I loved the opening, all of it. It's really cool. Hooray.
Clarkey's I didn't watch the opening. I didn't see the opening.
It was great. Montreal, they always do a good job.
Oh, really, yeah, they always do a good job. They lose. They don't make the playoffs, but they have good openings, so that's good. Good on them.
Yeah, they haven't made the playoffs in a long time, that's for sure. But when it comes to pomp and circumstance and presentation, they hammer it. They do a good job. But
I'm not saying they don't.
Yeah, but that's neither here nor there. My point is, that's all great. It's all cool. The Bell Center, the aura around that franchise and the history, it's always neat.
Yeah.
But the Devils one that's going to be coming that we watch tonight is the spicy one, because it's against Sheldon Keefe and it's against a team that has extremely high expectations, bringing Jacob Markstrom in, hopefully having a healthy Jack Hughes for the whole year. His younger brother's a little banged up, but like that Devils team, they're the odds-on favorite on most books if you're a betting man or woman to win the Metro.
Last year?
I want to say they finished 11th or 12th in the conference.
It's
off the top of my head. That when they were so in and like, hey, and on the subject, we're talking about the Leafs. Let's not make a bunch of excuses.
The Leafs can't make excuses for injuries, but the Devils can. Okay, go ahead. Keep going. Sorry.
In what universe can the Leafs have we ever seen all these bad injuries consistently over the 8 years that they've supposedly been a contender? It's not even remotely the same. But I see your point, and I'm not trying to make my point.
Nylander miss games last year in the playoffs? Didn't Matthews miss games last in the playoffs?
They sure did.
Mr. Fragile Joe Wall miss games in the playoffs? Yeah. So anyway,
we're gonna get to him.
I know we are.
Get to him.
I know we are. But like, I think it's ridiculous that you're saying like this one game in, and you're like.
Because you know why? And I'm not even a fan of the team, and I'm upset because I'm so bored with this. I'm bored. I said this to you leading up when we had Dark Guy on late summer there. I'm bored of this crap. It's one game. Every big occasion, Opening night, Montreal, another first round playoff exit. Another two guys on this team that have won literally nothing of substance, getting more money, and they show up and they don't win.
Okay,
they outshot them 47 blah blah. They didn't win.
No kidding, they didn't win.
Hit the crossbar. They didn't
they
win.
hit 4 posts. I get it.
They didn't win.
Okay, obviously
and
you're
they
not
never
listening
win.
to me. You're not listening to me, which is fine.
I'll let you go. Go ahead.
No. Well, no. We have a new segment that we want to debut.
We do.
We do. There's a new segment going to start tonight.
Really?
We're gonna use it whenever we feel like it. You or I can call for it any time. Adam, roll it. Rate the Take with producer Adam. Yeah. Rate
wow.
The take. There he is, Adam.
Producer I'm coming. Adam. First time I'm coming. Just give me a sec. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Rate
the take.
Adam's here.
Yeah.
We're going to get producer Adam, to rate your take. Okay.
Well, I like out of 10, it's pretty good, but I agree it's the first game. So if I was to give it an out of 10, 10 being a really good take on it, I'm going to start the season easy too. Rate the take for the first one, 5 out of 10.
Don't go 5. Don't go 5, Adam. Come on, you can't be on the fence.
You know what? I'm demanding you give me a 6 at least.
Oh, really?
Because
I'm not.
Look, and producer Adam, thank you for that. I'm really into this. I love this. The rate the take.
Rate the take.
I can't wait to pull this out of the pocket 5 or 6 times in April on you. Now, and that's just my point, though, is that this team, it always adds up to them not accomplishing anything of substance, and this is yet another example. Yes, it's game 1 of this year.
Okay, let me ask you this.
But it's example 1,000 of them coming up short.
What if I asked you, what if they had a loss 8-4 or 6-0? What would have been worse?
It's funny you say 8-4 because I was going to compare the Leafs to my team.
I know. I said it on purpose.
Adam.
Yeah, I did say it on purpose. You guys gave up 8 goals.
We did.
Do you want to?
We did, and we have our own problems.
Adam.
We had Mikko Rantanen had a hat trick. I stayed up late to watch the game.
Yeah.
Well,
Georgiev is still looking for the pucks.
That's crazy. A star player on your team scored a hat trick. That's nuts.
Yeah, and they gave up 8. What would you rather have? Give up 8 and score?
Do you know what I'd rather have? Producer Adam, you know why Clarkey's take is a -5? Because the Colorado Avalanche won the Stanley Cup in color TV.
Oh,
I would rather have my team lose 8-4 and then look back and go, boy, that Stanley Cup ring from a couple years ago is pretty shiny.
Like how many Montreal fans is
champion too?
How many Montreal fans does it take to change a light bulb?
I don't want to hear this.
It takes
24
6.
At least.
It takes 6. 1 to change the bulb and the other 5 to tell you how great the old light bulb was. I don't care about the old light bulb. I don't care how many cups they won. I don't care. Okay. I want to win this year.
Well, yeah, there's always this year.
How's Edmonton feeling today, Ryan? How's Edmonton feeling?
I don't care how Edmonton's feeling.
It's only the first game.
6-0. Oh, it's only the first game, Adam.
50% of the teams win.
It's
50% lose, right?
It's a huge game. They played the Winnipeg Jets at home.
And
they couldn't win playoff games last year. This Edmonton team is awful.
Do you know how horrible it was?
They continue to fail.
I'm going to derail your take here because you know how horrible it was for producer Adam last night? We're watching the Colorado game. We're watching the Jets game. My wife, if you guys don't know, is a huge Jets fan. She's ribbing me all night long. Look, we scored another one. Yep. Look, we scored another one. Oh, look, Vegas scored in you 28 seconds apart.
How about Kyle Dubas? How do you think Sid the Kid feels today? 6-0 loss.
I think Sid the Kid
he'll be fine.
And we can, well, of course he's fine. He's won 3 Stanley Cups in color. Sidney Crosby. You know what Sidney Crosby's feeling right now? He's craving a little mountain air. That's what Sidney Crosby's craving. Sidney Crosby walked out onto
through the Zamboni in the Colorado drive-through.
I saw that commercial.
He went over one of the 3 big bridges in Pittsburgh today, and he took a deep breath in and said, you know what? I'm getting a little tired of smelling steel. I could use a little Denver Rocky Mountain.
Hold on, because I can derail us for a bit. I was listening to Mike, the Mile High Hockey Podcast. Can I derail it to a Colorado Avalanche talk for a minute? Yeah, how can we even do that? Please, how can we even do that? We got Rantanen's not signed. Gabe Landeskog still on our payroll, injured, hasn't played an NHL game in 3 years. Yeah. Gabe hasn't played an NHL game in 3 years. We've been paying him that time. Then Bummer. we've got Nick Shushkin, the big guy. He's on we have to keep paying him. We can't let go of him. He's on a leave. He's in the player assistance program again. Yes. So how do we sign Sid? We can't. There's no way. It would be amazing. Don't get me wrong. It would be absolutely amazing and a dream to see Sid and Nate play together on the same line in an NHL team. That would be insane.
If it's not this year, it might be next year because he signed that 2-year extension. I think it might. I think it might happen. And I gotta say, we're talking. This is what Clarkey does. Clarkey invents this new segment to try and derail the conversation away from the topic du jour, which is the failure that is his Toronto Maple Leafs. I don't care how Edmonton is feeling.
I don't even think 5 out of 10 is a passing grade, quite frankly.
I don't care. I think the take is at least 50%. I think it's at least a 7 out of 10. And I want to say this. I mean, it's a better grade than what your Leafs get every year, which is 0.
Let's see what happens.
0. So I feel better about that. I accomplish more at my job, which is rating takes, than what the Leafs do in the playoffs. Now, what I want to say, I love that producer Adam got to chime in there. We're going to use this take a lot. Sponsor it. I want to say, I don't care how the Colorado Avalanche feel, and I doubt producer Adam does either.
I don't really either.
Oh, I do.
A thing that happens when you actually watch a team be successful, when you're not 5 years old or when, HD television exists, is that you can look back really quickly.
You love that one, eh?
Boy, that was so fun. Yeah, it is, because it's true. It's objective fact. And look, and people probably don't think this, but I desperately, for you, more than almost anybody, my stepdad, my friends, for you specifically, Steve Dangle, Dark Guy, I would like for this team to win. It would be so interesting from an unbiased broadcasting perspective. The content would be unbelievable.
I absolutely agree with you.
Actually do something.
We
would do nonstop Leaf shows for 2 months straight. We would have guests on just talking about, can you believe this?
Yep.
And they're going to name a school after these guys.
The party would be insane. Yeah.
It would be happen. Outrageous. Clarkey would be on tilt for months. He would not do a sober show. It would be amazing.
And I would agree with you, Ryan, 100%. Clarkey, I really want it to happen for you. I do. It's like one of your last teams that you like.
The greatest feeling of all time.
It's one of the last teams of your favorite teams that haven't won while you've been alive, right? Because the Argos have won. Who's your favorite basketball team? A lot. Do you have a favorite?
I don't have a favorite.
So the Argos have won.
I was happy for the Raptors. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, for sure.
But I certainly wasn't do or die.
And that you've seen the Jays win, obviously. You were around the organization really close when the Jays won.
I
saw them win back to back. Imagine that. Isn't that nuts?
Yeah,
back to back. Imagine.
So anyway. We want to win for you, Clarkey. We want that.
I don't think the Caps have done that, but that's okay.
You don't... Sorry, what? You don't think the Habs have won back to back?
The Caps. He said the Caps.
The Caps. Yeah, because they won one Stanley Cup, Clarkey.
I know, one. I know.
Yeah.
What?
Sorry.
And by the way, that's 1-0 over the Leafs, because in the time that both franchises have existed, the Caps have one more cup.
You can't
say that. The Leafs.
Yes, I can.
You can't. No.
You can't.
True.
Then I could say 3-0,
but
right? I've won 3 cups in the same time my franchise has been around.
The Avalanche didn't exist in 1942.
You just make up these stupid takes.
Neither did the Nordiques.
How is it a stupid take? Is it wrong?
I don't. I think it's
wrong.
wrong.
Since the Capitals have been in the league, they have won more cups
statistically.
than the Maple Leafs.
It's not wrong, but
then it's
I think
right.
It's not a good take.
But it's
because the Leafs have won cups.
You guys can't do this thing. I recognize that they won all those Stanley Cups. They deserve them, and they deserve to be celebrated. But to sit there and go, that's a stupid take because you can't say that. Yes, I can, and it's true. And it's true also that, yes, the Colorado Avalanche are up 3-0.
I'm sick of that.
I'm sorry. Listen, I'm sorry that the Capitals weren't around in 1942 when Babe Dye was scoring Game 5 cup-winning goals.
He was a good player.
He absolutely was. That's why I brought him up.
Yeah.
You want a couple others? Charlie Conacher? Let's go.
Kid line? Do you know the kid line?
Yes, Charlie Conacher. I can't remember the other two. I can't remember them off the top of my head.
Fine.
You're throwing stats at me.
Yeah.
Now, listen, I know it's one game. It's just I would like for this to not consistently happen. And I thought, like, if I'm a Leaf fan, last night I would think, okay, new contract for Matthews. New contract for Willie, kicking into gear. Mitch Marner's playing for a new deal, maybe even somewhere else. Tavares is playing for a new deal. I would think that there would be some more net drive gumption. Listen, did they outpossess Montreal heavily throughout the game? Yes, they did. But this high octane quote unquote offense didn't turn it into goals or, more importantly, a win. And Matthew Nyes, let me just say, I would love to have that kid on my team. Matthew Nyes was the hardest working player on the ice last night. By some way. And I love that for the kid. I think he's a good player. I think that with his work ethic, he could become, the next Zach Hyman type of player. Maybe not score 50, but could certainly become a 30-goal guy. Why not? He works really hard. But to open the season like that against the bitter rival, the Montreal Canadiens, a lesser team with less skill.
No doubt about that. That's a 10 out of 10.
Not good. Not good. And I saw Steve Dangles. I watched Steve Dangles' LFR, his Leaf reaction video, with a bunch of... Yeah, the dogs are even upset about it. They agree. Yeah. With a bunch of fans around because they held an SDPN season opening party.
I saw that, yeah.
Wasn't very happy either because it's just one more
bullet. The Leafs lost. They lost. They're 0-1. Oh, yes. No. The sky is falling.
Still 81 games to go.
They're 0-1 billion. They're 0-1 billion over the last 56 years. Anyway,
there was a lot of things I did like last night. And, you know what? There was a lot
over them.
Well, it's funny because, you watch some guys and they are like you. And they're saying how bad the team looked. And then other guys are saying a lot of good positives. I thought Stolarz played good.
He did. He really did.
Lorenz played good. I thought the fourth line was... Dude, don't stop. You asked me what I thought was good. And I'm telling you, the fourth line was really good last night. I thought... that's about all.
Boy. Not the press conference with Berube saying we're starting. I thought
Oliver Ekman-Larsson had his first breakaway ever because I was terrible, but I thought he played well. Tanev I thought was Tanev. He's going to be a huge.
He was really good.
He's going to be a big part of your team.
Tanev was really good. I will say that yes, in the scheme of this season, I'm just saying philosophically, theoretically, spiritually. For this fan base, it's not just, it's one game. It's constant with these guys that occasions like this come up, and it had to be against Montreal, who you lost that crushing playoff series to a few years ago. It's awful. Yeah, they always can't score when it's a big game. Yeah, of course they can't. Now, of course, the sky isn't falling on this season. They will make the playoffs. I bank them for 100 points. I mean,
here's my thing.
I liked Stolarz. I liked Ekman Larson a lot. I thought outside of the dumb penalty he took, he played really well. I liked his snarl. I liked Ekman Larson a lot.
Yeah, his breakaway was like, it looked like the first time he's ever
not good, but
I don't know why he skated into the corner. Like you go to the net, not the corner.
We're not all Nathan McKinnon on breakaways, yes.
But I want to see what Craig Berube does to change these guys, because he said they're going to be accountable. Well, we're going to find out. If they play in the perimeter again tonight, and Mr. Fancy Pants just flicks the puck backhand across the ice on the power play and stands still, and no one's moving around, then you better make some changes. You better make some changes, Craig, because that's why you're here.
He will. He will. I will say this: the power play to me has been a real focal point of fan. I feel like that unit in particular has been like, fans have been taking blowtorches to that thing over the past couple playoffs and parts of regular seasons in particular. They're running, dude, the most popular power play setup in hockey. It's not just the NHL. I see it every night in the OHL. Is the 1-3-1. That bumper thing that Washington perfected in the late 2000s and 2010s. And now everybody's doing it. Guy along the goal line, the bumper guy in the middle, your wingers, big cannon up top.
Nice should be on that first power play instead of Marner in my
mind. You know what? Right now, I wouldn't disagree. I would be trying anything. One thing that they still do not have, and I don't know how Brad Treliving is supposed to go about doing this until maybe next season when potentially a lot of money's off the books, is they still don't have that big cannon on the power play at the blue line.
100% they don't. You're absolutely right.
I don't know if it would be maybe a good idea to try putting William Nylander up there, but then you risk not having a very good defender, but then you've got the big shot up there. Do you want to put Matthews up there and isolate him? I don't know. One thing we've talked, you know what I'm going to say next about the power play, Clarkey, because I bring it up with Brooksy all the time, our buddy Jason Brooks, championship winning coach, by the way. I don't know why they don't try and set Matthews up for one-timers. Well, I do not know.
No doubt. Seems to work
for my team. In the league.
I get he's not a one-timer guy, but bring that into your game maybe, and maybe you will score 70. Not that that's important, really.
It's not important.
Maybe your power play will come alive if you try and set him up for one-timers, and then when people start shutting that down, switch back to the other setup. I don't know.
The power play failed them in the playoffs. It failed them in game one. And it didn't look any
What was
different.
it in the playoffs? It was like 6.2%.
It was terrible.
Terrible.
It was unbelievable.
So now, as we look now forward to game two, and do you deem this a big game? I just want to know.
Do I think it's a big game against the Devils?
Montreal game one was a big game. Is this one a big game?
I think it is
Devils
because of
home
who's
opener.
coaching.
Devils home opener against your old coach. Big game.
And the Devils are 2-0.
And
wow.
And the guy who the Leafs brought in last year as they were going through their carousel of injured goaltenders, Dennis Hildeby, is making his NHL debut tonight. So that'll be interesting. He may want to stick it to Sheldon as well, saying, "Hey, bud, you could have played me last year." But it could also turn out terribly for him. Who knows? New Jersey's a very good team, but Reeves is out and Bobby McMahon comes in, so it's a couple lineup changes for tonight. Yeah, whatever. The big thing with Craig Berube teams, it seems like, at least in St. Louis, is he rolls four lines, and that's why I wanted to point out I thought the fourth line played pretty well. Like, you have to have a good fourth line if you're going to roll four lines. They weren't liable on it. I don't think they gave up any chances.
Yeah, I agree. You do need that, especially no more so than the playoffs, and you need to be able to put those guys out there. And the biggest thing with a fourth line really is you're not even so much looking for goals. Sure, the odd chipped in goal from your fourth line, awesome, great stuff. Yeah. What you're really looking for is for them to deplete the other team's players that are out there, play hard and wear down defensemen, and generally just try and keep the puck away from your net.
Did you see the Paul Maurice audio up?
Off the prime.
Pound these guys. Stop making plays. Pound these guys. Make sure they're not good in Game 7. Pound them.
The play.
Exactly.
F the play. Pound the D so that they have nothing left in Game 7.
Yeah.
Paul Maurice, he gets it.
Now, who knows? But Sheldon Keefe might have been yelling the same things. We don't know, right? We don't know.
Yep.
That ultimately, and we've talked about this, and that's why I'm bored of talking about this crap, Clarkey. We've talked about that a billion times. Maybe Sheldon did do that. Well, we actually did see him do it. We literally saw him do it in the other behind-the-scenes show they did with the Leafs, Hard Knocks, the football one. They did the Hard Knocks Maple Leafs one in that 2021 or 2 season. Yeah. And there's literally that now memed to death clip of Sheldon Keefe sitting in the room with Dubas, and I think Matthews, Joe Thornton, and somebody else in there. And Sheldon is like ripping them apart. And Joe Thornton, another guy you could never get it done, all-time great player, but this was pretty telling to me, sat there and said, I thought we played pretty well last night. Like, you're freaking out about this, that, or the other, Sheldon. And Sheldon said, we don't score playoff-style goals. So Sheldon did say stuff like that.
Yeah.
And now Craig is here after Mike Babcock, and my fear is, for Leaf fans, because I don't care, my team won, I don't care. My fear for you is that maybe no coach can get this group to do those little things, that intensity, that aggression that gets you over the top. Maybe it's the players.
I think Craig's going to do it. Craig's going to do it.
You know what, Ryan? That's why I said to you a few weeks back and months back and a year back, let Mitch Marner walk. This team will benefit from that salary if he leaves. And I pray every night that they don't sign him like you think they will. Because they're just going to do the same thing over and over. And I'm sorry he's the scapegoat. I'm sorry that I don't like him. But this team needs a different identity. And they can't seemingly get it done with that guy in the lineup. And he's the guy, because his contract's up, that they can clear the space and get some players who might score some playoff goals.
Here's the thing too with it, right? And again, I don't like in this sport in particular where star players are able to have far less of an impact than other players in other sports. They're not able to affect the game the way a quarterback does. They're not able to affect the way a game goes like a big pitcher does, like a Tarek Skubal or something for the Detroit Tigers, or LeBron in basketball.
Just gonna say
because
LeBron.
Those guys, based on the way those games are played, the whole sport is designed around those star players touching the object of play an awful lot. Hockey is not like that. You have to win a face-off to get possession of the object of play. You don't just get it like in football because you're on offense. And then there's no guarantee that on any given night you're going to touch the puck more than 10, 15, 20 times if you're a star player. Maybe it's a really sloppy night and you only touch it 8 times and you get 2 shots and they both miss. Like, there's no guarantee. So as much as I don't like to point out one guy and say, no, it's that guy's fault for sure. And Toronto loves doing this all the way back to the Larry Murphy days. We love picking on one guy, Jake Gardner, whatever.
Larry Murphy was awful when he played for the Leafs.
Yeah, well, and then he turned around and looked pretty good.
He was terrible.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I was 4. I will say that as much as I've tried over the years to be like, well, it's hard to retain high-end talent. Generally, what you look at in these leagues is that there's 2 big cats, maybe 3. The third one is usually on cup-winning teams, a defenseman. Mm-hmm. And there's 2 big dogs up front that eat salary and do everything. And then everything else is trickled down. And, the best GMs, puzzle piece, consistent looking lineups together. They have now made it very apparent that their 2 guys in their mind are Willie and Austin. And people, they were talking about it on Overdrive. People were coming up to O-Dog, which, by the way, we're going to have a special little segment in a future show pretty soon. Just wait for that. O-Dog was saying on the Overdrive the other day, people are coming up to me and saying, oh, they got to re-sign Tavares to a 4-year deal at $5 or $6 million. No, they don't. They should not do that at all.
$6 million total or $6 million per?
No. I'm actually of the opinion, rate this take, producer Adam. I actually think it's far more imperative that they let Tavares walk than Marner. I would like to see them both gone, but it's way more imperative they let John Tavares walk. This guy's going to be 35 next year, looks slower by the shift, and they gave him bucket loads of money to come here, which, again, I still don't think was the right decision, and my prediction's going to come true that they wouldn't win anything with him. I said that to you on our old show, Clarkey, and unless they do it this year, I'm going to be right. Why do they owe John Tavares anything?
They don't.
Explain to me why they owe him anything. If he
resigns for $2 million, I think you re-sign him.
Even then, no. Why should he get any more money from this franchise, Clarkey?
I would definitely
get that. For $2 million, you're going to give $2 million, let's say $1 million, to a 35, still aging guy who's now a third-line center who's never won anything or led this team to anything promising in the playoffs when it actually matters. I think he's a great player. He's a really good player. Not anymore, but I like him as a guy. He seems like a good guy, good family man, doesn't win. And why should they re-sign this guy when they could take any amount of money that fans want to dream up for him and go and get a 27-year-old guy who would be far more effective over the life of any contract
and maybe
signed.
They will at the end of the day.
Yeah, they should. They should. Oh, well, John's passionate about the Leafs and he had pajamas as a kid and he wants to stay. So what? Blankets, comforters, pillows, toothbrushes. Who cares?
Do you think
don't re-sign this guy?
I shouldn't say every team, but a lot of teams have that guy.
Do you think, though?
They pay a little bit of money too.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a team that had a guy like that, and his name was Steven Stamkos, that won 2 Stanley Cups, and they let him walk.
And let's see what happens with Tampa. Let's see.
What do they care? What do they care? Their fans have like a 10-year golden ticket. They went to 3 straight Cup finals. What do they care? It's sad. I don't like that Steven Stamkos isn't a Tampa Bay Lightning. I think he looks strange in Nashville colors. He did get a good paycheck because he's still a really good player. He's probably going to score 40 goals. John Tavares won't.
Maybe.
They walked away from that guy, and the Leafs, for some reason, I'm blown away that the fans of this great franchise, and look, as much as we're complaining about the Leafs don't do this, they don't do that, there's people like to rip on you guys. The fan base is unbelievable. I'm floored by the consistent, agonizing passion that these people put forward and spend more money than any other fan base to watch this team and spend more heartache and broken hearts every year watching them do nothing. The fan base is unbelievable. They do not deserve this. And I'm blown away that those fans that echo those sentiments every year, there are people in that fan group that also are going, well, we got to re-sign John Tavares. We have to re-sign him. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Why?
I'm going to rate that take.
Give me one good reason why they should.
First of all, I'm going to rate that take like an 8 out of 10. I think that's good. It's good. Now, my second question is, do the Leafs have a problem signing hometown people? They always seem to sign GTA-based people like Kadri, Tavares, Marner, right? Like this. Do they have a problem where they're just like?
I don't know if that's true, Adam.
Well, just the take I thought off the top of my head, like.
I'll give you a 4. I'll give you a 4.
All right.
I don't know.
That's a 3 at best.
Sometimes
passion means something.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
So, yes. If you could pick a 34-year-old John Tavares with that. Some people have a lot more passion to win than others. Okay? Has he done it? No. Yeah, they do. 100% they do.
I know.
100,000%.
I've seen people do it.
I've seen, and I don't want to single out Europeans, but I've heard a lot of them say their main goal growing up was always to win the World Championship, not a Stanley Cup. And that's what they want to do.
Some people probably do feel that way.
Yeah. I don't think there's one Canadian that feels that way.
Some people don't. I'm surrounded by pictures of one of them.
I don't care about that guy.
Yeah.
I really don't. I don't care. You should.
Good example to follow. Anyway. Yeah. Joe Sakic.
Stanley Cup and World Champion winner.
Well, and also...
Yeah, but what do you think he grew up wanting to win?
The Stanley Cup.
Stanley Cup.
Burnaby Joe, the Stanley Cup.
Of course.
Absolutely.
And that's what John Tavares grew up watching.
Does he? But who was Joe Sakic surrounded by also, though?
Europeans.
He was also surrounded by Peter Forsberg. He was also surrounded by Milan Hajduk. And lots of other guys from around the world that really want to win. Sandis Ozolic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like... Come on here. Nick Lidstrom, Yogs, Yari Curry. There's plenty of Europeans that really wanted to win multiple Stanley Cups. Yevgeny Malkin. Do you know how much it hurts me to say that?
We're talking about passion. That's what we're talking about. Hometown
guys,
players.
But I think Clark, you have a chance to win the Stanley Cup. You have a chance to win the Stanley Cup every year. You only have a chance to win. Well, if we're talking about the Olympics, every 4. Right?
That's not what I said. I said
the World Championship. But do we play a World Championship every single year?
Yes, we sure do.
Well, the World Hockey Championships are every single year. The Olympics are every 4, and they're going back this time, which is great. Look.
We should take a break here, okay?
We will take a break. I'm not saying John Tavares isn't passionate. I'm just saying that in the numbers game that is the salary cap world, which we all hate it.
I'd rather have John Tavares than David Camp.
But that's not the option that's available to you, Clarkey. It's not John Tavares or David Camp. No, it couldn't, because Sam Bennett's a free agent next year.
Great. Bring him in.
You'd rather have John Tavares than Sam Bennett.
No.
Or a myriad of other free agents that are going to be available that are younger.
True. Right.
You might have Mikko Rantanen available on the table if they don't get a deal done with him.
Don't say that. He's not leaving Colorado. Anyway.
Okay, we got a break because the dogs need to go out.
We'll take a quick break. We'll let the dogs go, and when we come back, couch potatoes are gonna. I can't wait for the couch potato this week. I cannot wait. That's next on Instigating. Back here on Instagame with Clarkey and Drury. Thank you so much for listening, watching. We're on all the podcast apps. We're on Whiteman. We're on YouTube. You can watch us, man.
Ubiquitous.
Yes, we're everywhere. We're omnipresent, as you will.
Yeah.
Now,
and I just want to do a little shout out to Tom Williscraft.
Okay.
You know why? He's a Montreal fan, so of course he had to chirp me.
Of course. Hey, good for Tom. You know.
Yeah. Good for Tom.
Staying involved. We'll see what it's like in April. Man,
that's what I said to him. Anyway, of course, baseball. How about baseball? How about what's going on now? I honestly haven't watched a lot of games, but I've watched a lot of the antics around the games after the fact. It has been good, and I've just been busy, as you know. I'm a busy guy.
Yeah,
I just haven't had time to sit down and watch a game. But man, oh man, that Dodger Padres series is intriguing me big time. Game 5 Friday night.
It's heated, dude, and it was already heated. They don't like each other, division rivals, all that stuff, and all the series have been unreal. Like the Tigers keep on it. The Mets. How about the Mets?
Mets are through.
They are going to the NLCS, and this is the first series win that they've clinched at home in 24 years. The last time they did it, first ever home series win at Citi Field. The last time they won a series at home was when they punched their ticket to the NLCS in 2000 at Shea Stadium. How about that? The Mets, man, oh man, there's something funky going on there with those Mets, man. There's a little magic around them, eh? Every 30 years or so, they get a little bit of juice, and I kind of like what's going on there.
There you go.
But this Padres Dodgers thing, man, and this all kicked off with now everybody's aware, I think, of the Manny Machado ball throwing incident, but all of that kind of started, at least people are drawing the conclusion, with an incredible home run robbery. Producer Adams got it for us.
I love this. Mookie Betts at the plate.
Yes. Who was cold up until a night ago.
And Profar jumps and he misses it. Oh, and he's upset. He's looking into the crowd. He doesn't have it. Mookie Betts, yes, his finger's up. He's rounding second, and Mookie.
Slow down, Mookie.
He caught the ball.
Yeah.
He totally psyched them out. Psyched them out.
Jurickson Profar, who, and I can tell you because I had him on my fantasy team, has become a blossoming superstar for this Padres team. Look at that. He snow cones it. Thank you very much. And then he shows up the fans.
Yes.
And Profar, and you know what? I'm actually okay with Profar doing that because all the fans are reaching out trying to interfere with him catching it.
It was an incredible catch.
I mean,
so he brings it home.
He got it so bad that even the network thought it was a home run, right? You saw that the graphic popped up said home run.
They put the home run graphic up and everything.
That's brilliant.
Absolutely. I think
everyone thought it was a home
excursion on the call. Yeah, like everybody was fooled. And he brings it back and is like, no. And then the fans threw a ball at Jurickson Profar, which us in Toronto are familiar with things being thrown at the opposing
what was that guy's name? I can't remember. But
I can't remember either. He was a reporter, though. Like he was a newspaper guy. Yeah, I can't remember who that guy's
name was. And then
he
did it, and he threw the ball, remember? And then he had like 2 cups in his hand. He threw the ball, and he all of a sudden they showed him with two cups. So they said it couldn't have been him.
He didn't throw a ball at the Orioles guy. He threw a drink at him. He threw like a full beer at him.
Oh yeah, beer, right. Yes.
It was
so he had 3 of them, I think. He had 2 in one hand, threw the beer, and then grabbed it, and so it looked like he had 2 beers still, but he didn't.
Was that guy's name Ken something?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, Ken
Ken Pagan.
Kenny Pagan.
There you go.
Producer Adam from the top rope. Yeah. I love it. So anyway, they throw a ball, the Dodgers fans, at Jurickson Profar. So then later on in that same game, I'm pretty sure it was, Manny Machado. Now Machado, the explanation, and MLB reviewed it, like the league reviewed the video, and nothing's come of it.
No.
He gets a ball. The pitcher got
for the Dodgers?
Dave Roberts.
Dave Roberts, yeah, like
likable guy. Dave, everybody likes Dave Roberts.
But like he was a little dramatic too. He was a little dramatic in his. He whipped the ball at me. It was rolling. like, come on.
Well, he said I didn't see it at the time. I saw the video after, and he said it was disturbing and all that. Yeah, it's like Dave.
like, come
on. So Machado got a ball given to him by the pitcher, I guess, where the pitcher wasn't happy with the ball and they were throwing it away.
Right.
And he threw it and it rolled at the Dodgers dugout, and they were all upset about it. And
he had some intent behind it, for sure. But
he made sure it got over there.
Yeah. But it's just fun. Like the biggest thing I'm rooting for right now, Ryan, is no Yankees, no Dodgers.
Well, the Royals better do their part then, because
that's right. They played tonight, Thursday night.
The Dodgers made a big statement.
I just mean I don't want to see either of those teams in the World Series.
I know. I love Shohei though.
I do too, but he didn't come to Toronto.
Teoscar Hernandez, who got kicked out of Toronto for no reason.
For no reason. No.
We love him.
He was having too much fun.
That's right. I know.
Atkins didn't like it.
I know.
He was having too much fun.
Can't have fun. No fun at work, guys. Okay. Now, listen. It's been amazing. Like really good playoff stuff. It's been fun. A lot of crazy stuff's gone on. Now let's get to our couch potatoes this week. Because I have some things to say. First of all, I was gonna make the New York Jets my couch potato because I
was gonna make you my couch potato, but I'm not gonna.
Why? Because I said a bunch of facts earlier, and you're sad.
Blowing one game.
God. You know what I'm going to do, dude?
You're going to like my couch potato.
I'm going to reach it.
You're going to be
I'm going to let
impressed.
you go first. I'm going to let you go first, but quickly, on that note of you wanting to make me the couch potato, I'm going to reach out to our friends at Kleenex and get a sponsorship, and I'm going to ship a crate of Kleenexes to you.
Bring it on. I wasn't
dry those tears.
I was laughing.
Okay? Uh-huh. Anyway, really
Adam,
quick, can I just say...
Oh, wait, Dan, hold on.
We're okay.
I was going to do my couch potato.
Really quick, and Listowel, you love this community. I love this community. Live in Listowel. I just want to say quickly an honorary bad couch potato to everybody around town that are walking these moose-like dogs and letting them take colossal dumps all over town and not picking them up. I go downtown today and it looks like there's a bunch of wild moose loose in town. It's unbelievable.
Really?
These people are pigs.
Yeah, see,
I can't believe I live next.
This is happening. It's going.
I live next. No, this has been happening for years, and I'm just fired up about it again. I live next to the municipal trail. I love to walk it. I don't even want to walk on it at night because I'm afraid I'm going to walk into a cow patty. It's ridiculous what these people are doing with their dogs, just letting them dump all over the place. Don't pick them up. And it's not the dog's fault. We love all dogs. I love dogs, man. We don't deserve them. Dogs are the best. And that rings true for others more than some of us. Okay? Pick up after your dog, for God's sake. Clarkey.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I told you would like mine today.
Oh, yeah?
And I think you'll be, I don't know, maybe shocked isn't the right word, but Adam, you can roll it. But I'm very proud of this first in our sport. Jessica Campbell, first assistant coach in the female variety in the National Hockey League. There's Dan.
The female variety.
I sort of missed up that part of it.
The first female assistant coach. Yes.
First female assistant coach in the National Hockey League for the Seattle Kraken. And,
really cool.
Jessica played for Team Canada and Saskatchewan native. And it's good that she's broken the barrier. And congratulations to Jessica Campbell. And I hope her nothing but success.
Absolutely. It's an incredible story. Good for her.
It is.
And it's obviously it's a big deal. And obviously we just want to see more inclusion and people get opportunities if they deserve them. No matter who you are, right? That's what we want.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The first female. What did I say?
Dude, you butchered that.
I
first
did.
assistant coach in the NHL of the female variety. Like we're buying peanuts or something. That was just...
I'm sorry. You're awful.
You're the couch potato this week. Your vernacular is terrible.
Boy. That was awful. That was awful.
That was like watching the Leafs power play in Game 7. We're hoping for something. And it just didn't execute. Holy cow.
As soon as I got to where I was going, I'm like, this isn't good.
Yeah, you left the road quickly. You know, like in a sitcom when someone angrily backs out of a driveway and immediately gets T-boned? That was you.
Yes,
trying to explain the shit. Okay. We gotta
your turn.
Putting it back on the rails here. Yeah. My couch potato. Dude, did you see this clip from the Kelce brothers show? New Heights is such a fun podcast. They're also on there, Jason and Travis Kelce. Producer Adam's got the video ready. This is the clip that went viral that Jason Kelce had to apologize for this. I don't know why. This is what Jason Kelce, we've talked a lot about analytics, happy people, and the Leafs love their numbers too much. This is what Jason Kelce, producer Adam's got it ready. This is what he thinks of stats.
Morris was asked about tight end Kyle Pitts not getting any catches in the game this week. Morris responded,
"It's just about going out there and winning the game. Stats are for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff."
Are stats officially for losers?
Listen, this is my viewpoint on stats.
Talk to me.
Stats are numbers. What I care about is the football. Where does it go? Does it go in the end zone? Do we get points? Points are also numbers, but points determine games and wins and losses. Stats are numbers. Numbers are nerds. Nerds are losers. Therefore, stats are losers.
Loser.
If you care enough about stats for it to change your day, I think you don't have a winning mentality.
Yeah.
So I get what Morris is saying, but at the same time, if you're putting the ball in the end zone, you're going to get stats. It is what it is.
Yeah, but you're not counting the stats. You're just counting the points.
You're not counting the stats.
All we care about is visually. Does that ball go into that territory right there?
Yep.
We get points.
I'm with that mentality.
Does that ball go through those uprights? When we're on defense, does the ball go that way or does it stay where it's at? That's all I care about.
You're right.
I don't care about the numbers.
But at the same time,
Numbers are for the analytics people
when you get the ball in the end zone,
and the pencil pushers
when you're getting the ball in the end
and
zone,
the zit faces
when you're getting the ball in the end zone, you're getting the stats.
and the four eyes.
It is what it is. I will say this: Kyle Pitts is a unbelievable athlete, great football player. Trying to get the ball in his hands is a pretty good plan for the Falcons.
In all seriousness, they should probably get his stats up because he's a really good weapon to utilize.
You got to go to the end.
So
they go full circle all the way around to the end. I love it.
It's an amazing clip, and I guess Jason Kelce walked back his like four eyes comments and all that stuff. But like I wasn't offended by it. I have glasses. I'm a nerd, you know. What did you think of that? Have you seen that? Was that the first time you saw that?
First time.
I thought it was great. Me? Yeah, I can hear you, dude.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought it was so funny, and because when
you bring up a lot more stats than I do.
I know. I'm a nerd. What did I just say, dude?
No.
And I'm not offended by this. What I loved about it was that that's
the word I got. Loser.
Losers. Yeah, it was borderline Trumpian. His rant. Can you not picture? Stats are numbers. Numbers are losers. Therefore, stats are losers. Like that.
I've never heard of Category 5.
Category 7, we don't care. Stats are for losers, for the pencil pushers. It reminded me of something Trump would say in like a funny way. I thought it was great. Stats are numbers. Numbers are nerds. Nerds are losers. I thought it was really good.
Speaking of analytic guys,
it's my couch potato.
What do you think went through? And that's a good one. What do you think went through our old buddy Kyle Dubas's mind this week when he looked at the waiver wire and he saw Pierre Engvall and Justin Hall? Whoa!
I think
that's the Lou Lamoriello worst contract ever. 8 years?
It's up there.
I said it when it happened. I'm like, what the heck, Pierre Engvall? Anyway,
and not a good one,
good show.
It was a fun show, dude. Yeah. I can tell you what definitely probably didn't go through Kyle Dubas's head when he saw Justin Hall and Pierre Engvall. He probably wasn't thinking numbers are losers, stats are for nerds. That's probably wasn't.
Remember last year after 10 games? Mm-hmm. After 10 games, Justin Hall leads the league in plus minus, and everyone.
Yeah, I remember he was like plus 14 or something.
Let's just see where it ends up, and there we go. Didn't play. Anyway,
and there you go.
Right? We got to wrap this. Puppy.
We better go. I like that you didn't have what his final plus minus was because stats are for losers, and you're not a loser, Clarkey.
No, I just watch games and I see what happens, and I know if a team dominates or not. I can just see it by watching.
That's right. Now, we appreciate you. You guys aren't losers either because you watch and listen to the show. You support us Friday nights at 8, Sunday nights at 9 with our friends on Whiteman TV. That's channel 6 for Whiteman subscribers. We debut on our YouTube channel Friday nights at 9 p.m. Follow us on social media at Instigating Pod where we share great clips from the show. And look, we'll be back next week. We're going to have a great guest next week, by the way. We're not going to reveal who, but we've got somebody coming on from the brand new Prime Monday Night Hockey. That's right.
Big star.
It's going to be a big deal, okay? We're excited about that. See what Prime does with the product. We'll be back next week with more Instigating.